Yo, what's really good? University of Miami Hurricane football fan. And this is your boy, Alonzo 1219, aka Hurricane So, back in the building. Hey, first off, let me give a shout out and a big he was right, I was wrong and I said this yesterday. So that was before the game today. I said this yesterday. But let me give a big shout out to he was right, I was wrong. To I'm not going to keep trying to pronounce that damn name. So Cole and Slim Shady Canes. I said this before the game yesterday. I said this before the game yesterday that they both were right and that I was wrong when it came to this offense. I don't think Kendall Browns is trash. I think Rousseau and that defense is just that damn good, bro. Yeah, Nikolsky's still my boy. I know, Faith. If you're gonna come in here with negativity, kick rocks and get the f off the channel tonight. Cause I'm not with your nonsense, bro. Tonight I'm not with it. So if you're gonna come in here with the negativity tonight, man, kick rocks. I'm not about to pay attention. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make me a few mods, and I'm gonna start blocking people like you. Cause I'm not with the shits tonight, for real. And I'll pay for that one. I'll pay for that one. Okay? I'm not with it. For real. Slim Shady Kane, you was right and I was wrong. I went and I looked at a lot of different offenses. Y'all see what I'm sipping on tonight. I'm on my Patron tonight. Again, I went and looked at a lot of different offenses. Okay? And a lot of pro offenses and a lot of college offenses. And most of them ran because that was a sarcastic question. That's why I said that to you, unknown, because it was a sarcastic question. You're not even letting me get my stuff out. No, I don't do Patreon, but I do PayPal. And I refuse to do Patreon. I refuse to do anything like Patreon, anything like that has anything to do with Google. I just rather go through PayPal so I can receive my money that I work for, not that they work for. Okay? But both of them guys, when I looked at the offense of coordinator that when we were talking about getting offensive coordinator, I looked at the offensive coordinator that Cole, the guy that Cole liked, he runs a very similar offense to what Dan Eagles likes. Then I went and looked at a lot of NFL teams, a lot of different college teams like Ole Miss, even some variations of Ohio State runs a lot of the same variation styles of offense that we run. So thank you, Renegade. Hey, Renegade. Win, lose, or draw, man. Much respect to FSU, man. Much respect for you to come in here early and say good win. Much respect. Love you, my brother. Real talk, man. Much respect, man. But those teams run the same offense as we run, basically. So we have to give it time. It was put together tonight. Jimmy Johnson, appreciate it.
Here.
Hey, Jimmy, do me a favor. You my brother. Do me a favor. From here on out, Jimmy, do me a favor. I will read every comment, but do me a favor. Do not donate any more to pay to Super Chat, because they're continually stealing money. They still owe me money, and they have even some of the revenue from last video. They still haven't put into my account. They're not giving the money that you guys are donating to the channel. So I'm about to put my PayPal in there. Siri, they already take 30%. Now they're taking 30% plus they're being able to do whatever they want to do. So I'm gonna put my PayPal in the chat, and I will read every comment that people want from the PayPal. I'm sorry about that. But let me read what he said. Finally had some signs of life. Still a lot to work on. Text you later. My brother. Always, always, always. Um, the football team looked great tonight. This was the first game I've seen them come out so prepared. So prepared. Mario, I'm not even about to let you take any type of glory away from this victory from me. I don't care about the Florida State coaching staff. Jaron looked awesome tonight. They picked up all the blitzes. He was able to slide in the pocket. The running backs, DJ Dallas picked up every blitz. That's what I kept. That's what I can say I was right about. The offensive line is not as bad as people say they were. DJ Dallas picked up every single blitz. Every single blitz. That defensive line of Florida State is dominant, and our offensive line manhandled them tonight. Our offensive line manhandled them tonight. Not giving up too many sacks. The one sack Jaron got, he held on to the ball too long. The tight ends were blocking. The running backs were blocking. They were doing their job, so the offensive line didn't look bad. Now, just imagine if DJ Dallas was whiffing on some of those blitzes, people would have been saying executed. They executed. Just imagine if DJ Dallas wasn't picking up those blitzes the way he was. Then we would be like, hold on for 1 second. I'm sorry. Then we'll be talking about how bad the offensive line is. We'll be talking about how bad the offensive line play, how bad the offensive line, and for some. So I mean, what do we now? What do we talk about? We talk about what a great victory, offense, defense, and special teams. 1 out of 3 on field goal attempts. Very happy with that, Mr. Glass, Mr. Glass, Mr. Glass. Thank you so much for that comment. Put user in timeout. Put user in timeout. Offensive line was great, but it wasn't the offensive line, to be honest. To me, they've been doing almost what they've been doing for a while. They've been doing almost what they've been doing for a while. The difference is the running backs and everybody else were able to pick up those blitzes and stuff like that. They were able to pick up those blitzes and do things like that. And for everybody who wants to get me, because I already know I'm going to get some thumbs down for this video. I probably got some as soon as it came on from some Hurricane fans that don't like me. If you don't like me, don't watch me. I don't care if you don't like me. It is what it is. I speak the truth.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Slim, hold on, Slim. I got to call what's name first. I have to call the host one first before he goes to work. I have to call him before he goes to work. So now, Slim, you can call back now. Hey, and for real, man, like I said, hit my PayPal account at canes1219@gmail.com. I want to get my laptop fixed. Man. Y'all help me out with this. But what a great performance, great game. Like I said, Dan Enos, I was not expecting this at all. I wasn't expecting this, and it's what I got. Slim, what's good, my brother?
What's going on, boss?
Hey, you was right and I was wrong. You was smart and I was dumb. And it's not because of this game. I said it yesterday. I don't know if you watched the chat yesterday, but I said yesterday when I went and looked at the film of a lot of other teams, you was right and I was wrong. You have to be a man enough to admit when you're wrong.
Yeah, I heard you. About the time I got done with work and got parked, it was about the time you were getting off.
Okay. So you know I wasn't saying that just because of this game.
Oh yeah, you said it before this game. And the differences in it just come from preferences for the offensive coordinator. One offensive coordinator wants to do this a little more, so you're going to see a little more of this, or you're going to see a little more of that. But I got to tell you, I was really happy with the way Jaron played today.
Me too. I was ecstatic.
You know, the main thing I've been looking for is for him to be able to hit receivers in stride, and he was doing that all day.
Yeah, I didn't see too many. I didn't see too many bad throws from Jaron today. I didn't see too many missed throws, too many bad throws. I didn't see it. I saw a couple, but not enough to like complain about. The only thing I didn't like was one of the sacks he took, but that's growing pains. But bro, he looked amazing. Anytime somebody's on, do not call.
5735757.
Anytime someone's on, don't call. He looked amazing today.
+1
I'm gonna block this number already.
5735757.
It was still in Pope's hands in the end zone.
Oh yeah. If that
was a bad throw, off balance on the run, still managed to get it in Pope's hands in the end zone. Granted, you know, Pope didn't come down with it, but he was blanketed with coverage. I'll let that one go.
+1 7605735.
This is why I need my This is why I need my laptop fixed. But I think I just blocked that number. This is why I need my laptop fixed. This is why I need my laptop fixed, because of things like that. That's why. Because people don't listen. That just interrupted everything you were saying. Go back. I'm sorry, Slim.
No, you're good. Last thing I said was that about that throw to Pope in the end zone that he almost came down with. And I agree with what you were saying last night about the offensive line. And maybe that was my bad when I talked about the offensive line. I wasn't putting it all on them. You know, a lot of it was, and that's something I've said all year. A lot of problems have been, especially when the offense stalls out. I've seen guys missing blocks on screen passes. You know, like you said earlier, DJ was picking up his blocks tonight. That kind of stuff really helps to make the offense just flow a whole lot better.
Yeah, I mean, when you can, if you look at one of the plays that DJ, the greatest play of the whole game, and nobody's really going to even notice it. The greatest play of the whole game is when DJ picked up the blitzer, and as he picked the blitzer up, he pointed to Jaron Williams to go to the back, go behind him, slide this way, and Jaron slid to him, and that's when he threw that deep pass to It wasn't a touchdown. It was to Pope. He threw that deep pass to Pope, but he picked the blitzer up. He picked up the blitzer, and then he motioned to Jaron to go this way, to run behind me, and then he threw the ball. He ran behind him to the other side of him. It was to Harley. He threw the deep ball to Harley. Most people didn't even notice that, and I'm sitting there looking at it. DJ is smart as hell. I was like, that was amazing. And to me, that's when you talking about players playing for each other and finally getting it.
Well, it is, and to me, it also shows the play calling Enos had today, which has been a lot of the same play calling he's had, takes advantage of, he knows people are going to blitz an offensive line that isn't the best, and the passes he throws and the passing plays he sets up takes advantage of that. A lot of those screens take advantage of that. A lot of those dumps over the middle take advantage to that.
Y'all see how quick I just hit Macho Man? Macho Man, you blocked that quick. Enjoy the rest of your year. You blocked. He blocked that quick. It is what it is. I'm listen. I had to go watch film on other teams before I just continue to kill the man. And like I say, he runs more tight end variations of that offense. But it is what it is. I mean, a lot of teams run that same offense. And I said no, they didn't. So when I say no, they don't, I got to go do my facts. I had to fact check myself, and I was wrong. You were right.
Is what it is. Hell, you called me out when I've been wrong too. So ain't nobody keeping score.
Nah, we don't.
All that matters is the W.
And that's what this channel is all about, man. Being able to call in and voice our opinion, man. Exactly. Even Law saying best all around. This was a great victory, man. And this was actually the best all around victory since the Notre Dame game.
And you know something else I saw today, especially early in the game, that I really like to see was Manny Diaz in people's faces when they made mistakes, yelling at them.
I think you know what else? I think there were some things changed in practice, and I don't mean to overblow this, but I do believe that we have a voice as a fan base. And even if the coaches don't hear us, the former players hear us, and I do believe what Michael Irvin did a couple weeks ago lit a fire under that coaching staff. And I'm not saying he's scared them. What I'm saying is he let those guys know. He let those guys know that, yo, you have a responsibility to get these guys. Have these guys prepared. If the offense is good and the defense is good, but they're not prepared, you have a responsibility to have these guys prepared. And even the whole coaching staff looked different today. What I didn't like, though, from the commentators and even from a lot of the fans when I was looking at is the defense played great and everybody gave all the credit to Manny. Where's the credit to Blake Baker?
That's what, yeah.
Where's the credit to Blake Baker? He called the plays, right? So
and even when Manny said he was taking more of a hands-on approach with the defense, I guarantee you Blake Baker was still the one calling plays.
So where's the credit to Blake Baker? That's the worst offense. That's the worst we've made Florida State offense look at. Where's the credit to Blake Baker? I know 15 is a beast, but what I'm saying is all the credit is given to Manny. Where's the credit to the one thing I did? The one coach I didn't give up on was Blake Baker because he's a young defensive coordinator. And like I said, I put my foot in my mouth against Enos in his offense because I didn't see offenses like that, and I was wrong. So, listen, man, 5-4, not happy with 5-4. But if you're not happy with Florida State beating Miami, then with Miami beating Florida State, then something is wrong if you're a Creighton fan. And not just that we beat them the way that we beat them. When was the last time Florida State beat us like this?
2013 was pretty bad.
Yeah, and they were a
that was
national.
The one where Duke Johnson broke his ankle.
And that was a national championship type team.
Yeah.
We thought.
I think it goes back to honestly what I've been trying to say all year. Manny's going to get better with time as a head coach. He's got to learn how to be a head coach. It's completely different than being a defensive coordinator. And I think you are seeing growth out of him. And it's like I've said, with the offense, except for one or two categories, statistically, they're better everywhere else as far as the offense goes this year. Almost 50 spots. That's an incredible jump in its single off season.
I mean, I can't even argue with you. I can't. Like I said, there's nothing. I said the O-line was getting better and better every week, but the O-line is not what got better today. What got better today was the pickup. You could tell the difference between a freshman being in the backfield and Cam Harris and a junior in the backfield and DJ Dallas. How great is DJ Dallas?
That's really and truly, that's about the only complaint anybody could have for this game was the run game isn't consistent. Outside of that, what can you say?
It was good today. It wasn't great, but when they needed him to run, he ran. And I'm just talking about the pass blocking, the catching the ball out of the backfield, the leadership, the communication, all of those things, man.
And I about had a heart attack with all them flags referees were throwing on Florida State. I ain't never seen that many flags against a team that we play. I ain't seen it.
And you probably won't ever again. And I can tell you this here, the one flag that flag that roughing the pass, I almost had a heart attack. That was the worst call. You get for people don't realize you get 2 steps. In NFL and college football is the same. You get 2 steps. You get 2 steps once the ball. If that second foot hits the ground, they're typically gonna let you go. All right, his second foot didn't even hit the ground. They called the roughing the passer because they thought it was a targeting call. And you can't reverse it. You can't reverse that call. You can reverse the targeting call, but you can't reverse the roughing the passer, even though it wasn't a roughing the passer. So that gave them 15 yards.
There was also a real bad. I want to say it was against Jeff Thomas. There was a real bad hit out of bounds they didn't call either.
He wasn't out though. I seen he wasn't out. He wasn't out. His foot was still in. His foot was up. In bounds. His foot was up out of bounds, but it hadn't touched the out of bounds sideline. They did a close up on it. He wasn't out. He was in. I was waiting for it. But he wasn't out. He wasn't out. I'd have took that shot on his ass too. I'd have tried to get him out of the game too.
The commentators agreed with me.
I thought one of them agreed with me. So I was jumping it like BS, but it could have been. I don't know, but
they also agreed with you that was real questionable roughing the passer call.
Yeah, because he lowered his shoulder and hit him with his shoulder in his shoulder pad, and they wanted to call it a. They are too quick. They are too fast to want to call targeting today.
But granted, that wasn't the refs though. That was the booth. That was the booth called down and reviewed that.
All right, Slim, let me try to get a few more calls in, man. I know some people want to call and talk, man. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, hey.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day,
respect to Florida State. That was a good game. Move on to the next one.
All right.
All right, boss.
All right. Hey, Rick One, don't do me a favor. Rick One, do me a favor. Don't come and disrespect anybody. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. I'm not trying to break up fights in a live chat or anything like that. Let's not do that. Let's not. Yo, what's going on, Jamaica Kane?
What's up, man? What's going on? Let me get my headphones together here now. Hold on.
How you gonna call me and not be? How you gonna call me and not be prepared? How you gonna call me and not execute?
Hey, listen. I only got a couple of things to say, man. This feels great. It's one of those situations where you don't even try to even say too much because almost on all phase we was doing what we were supposed to do. The punter pissed me off a couple of times, but he adjusted and he made up for it. We're 4 in a row since Manny got here. We're beating them. I think we're 4 in a row. We're definitely 3 in a row with Dallas playing for us, and he said when he come, he promised us when he committed he was going to be beating Florida State, and now he's 3-0. I want to dominate them, and they've beat us 7 in a row in the past, and I would have beat them 9 in a row or more.
Hold on.
That's all I gotta say.
Hold on 1 second. I got a little bit more for you. Hold on. Junior and Big Dog. Just want to check in on how happy the YouTube OG is with a huge win, especially in recruiting. We need it badly. Love from Junior and the Big Dog. Hey, Junior and the Big Dog, I'm going to tell you, y'all been on Jaron and I've been on Nikoski. I bow out.
Nah, Jaron played well today.
I bow out. Listen to me. I bow out.
And we just, you know what, at the end of the day, though, we just need a quarterback. And
we have one.
If we have
one. We have one right now.
I just want me a quarterback.
We have one. Jaron is the guy.
And maybe Perry could just, he'll transfer, go play like at a decent school and show his thing. And he'll be okay too. He's going to be happy.
He's going to be okay too. And I love seeing him on the sideline support Jaron. But Jaron is a guy. He showed it today.
Exactly.
For a whole game.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what's a big thing in this game that we're probably not going to talk about a whole lot? And I'm talking about the fan base.
Oh. Hey, I'm sorry.
We-
I'm sorry, time out. I'm sorry. All about you 83. You better call in. You better call in. You got my number. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You better call in because me and you have some things to talk about. I've been trying to get you come on, big homie. Now everybody called me the OG.
He was on somebody else's show today.
Everybody else called me the OG, but that's the OG of the O. That's the OG right there. All about you 83 is the OG. He's the one who he's the first YouTuber. He's the first.
He was cussing up a storm earlier today.
He get free on here. He get free. As soon as this call hang up, you coming in.
I'm hang up real soon.
I lowered the price on the chains.
Nobody's gonna really talk about too much. Look what we did against the run. How big time did our D line play? I'm not just talking about Rousseau. I'm talking about the D line, man. How did we grow up? We grew up today on the D line. We grew up big time today on that D line, man. When we did what we were supposed to do against an offensive line that's supposed to be dominated, and we dominated them. And that's big. I mean, nobody's gonna talk about it too much, but that was big.
We already talked about it.
And DJ Dallas picking up those blitz. We played clean. We played somewhat of a clean game today. Yo, I feel bad about Bolden. Bubba might be done for the year. He might be done for the year.
That was who was that? Who was that who celebrated with him? Because that was his fault.
26. I think it was Jonathan Hall. Man, he gave him a shot like
that was his fault. That was his fault.
Hit like if he was trying to get him down in a regular play. You know, he gave him a shot, but it was nobody's fault though. They collided. It was celebrating. You know what they should do during the game though? Somebody should have got his jersey and hold it up with the turnover chain hanging on it. You know, somebody should have took the jersey from him and put him in the tent for a while and just put up his jersey and still hold up that turnover chain. But, he'll get a chance.
Hey, Junior, Rousseau had 4 sacks today, man. That was my complaint about this coaching staff not playing the best players. Rousseau has I think 12 sacks and played 5 games. 4 games.
I know, man. Come on.
12 sacks in 4 games.
You know,
that's 4 sacks per game.
You know what I think some of that I think that is though I think some of that he was trying to please some of the seniors, like he was attachment in them. I think he wanted to start the season by rewarding these guys for sticking around or whatever, or just being seniors and trying to be honorable to his seniors. Now next week he could do that because there's senior day next week, and he could go ahead and honor them. But to start in the regular season game, to start the season, that wasn't smart. Some of those guys, it just wasn't smart doing that. But this ain't one of them days we're gonna go ahead and criticize nobody.
This is great. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
Yeah, we just go.
Let's celebrate.
We're gonna celebrate this, man. I don't want to drink like that, but yo, let's drink.
Listen here, man. Patron, baby. I got that bottle of Patron sitting right here. Love you,
I'll let
bro.
I'll let me after the game too, bro.
Nobody.
I made a show.
I got you. Nobody better not call in until all about you 83 calls in. I'm about to put my number in the chat. I don't know if you still got it in your phone. You can come in and say whatever you want. Parental guidance is discretion. When all about you 83 calls in, listen. If you have kids on the line and you don't want to hear, a bunch of profanity, then don't get your kids off. Get your kids off. And the chains, I took them down. I was at 250, but I took them down to 200 because even though I'm losing money for real, but I let them go for 200. My neck is hurting right now, and like I said, all of my turnover chains are not like the other ones, and the chain is a lot better than the other turnover chains.
Holly.
Here we go.
Holly.
I need your greeting. So, what's up,
fuckers?
What's up, fuckers? What's good, Bay County / Mosley High School / we've been part of the same team for the longest. Mosley Dolphins, Lynn Haven representing the Bay County area.
Bro, when you made it Mosley, I was Rutherford.
You was at Rutherford.
Rutherford.
You was at Rutherford.
I was the Rutherford man.
We're still We still represent the Bay. Rutherford Rams. We still represent the Bay. We still represent.
You know where I reside, brother. You was right here, man.
That's right, baby. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? First off, thank you for giving me a chance to call into your channel, man. As you know, I'm sure as many others have, I've been working every fucking Saturday. This past season, I haven't had a chance to call into fucking nobody. I've been trying to get everybody I fucking can to just call in. If I get you one more sub, then I've done what the fuck I need to do.
I told you.
Just thank you for the chance to call into your channel.
I hit you on your chat and told me anytime you want to call.
Oh, I got you, man.
It don't matter. Anytime.
So before I be a drunken moron, let me say that right now. I've been drinking fucking bourbon for the past 3 hours. You tell me first what you feeling right now, man.
You know what, man? I went back yesterday and looked at yesterday day before and looked at a whole bunch of film on a whole bunch of college teams, man. And they run the same offenses that teams that I like run the same offenses as Enos. I think what I didn't like was the preparation, and I was taking my frustration out because I know the talent that we have. Today's game put it all in perspective that we can be great. Even with and I think the coaching staff has earned the rest of the year before I criticize them again. I think they've earned that from this game because this game is our, no matter what it is, no matter what the records are, this is the biggest game that we do, period, point blank. So special teams played one missed field goal. You know what I'm saying? They changed the kicker. They got the best defensive lineman in. They got the best offensive lineman in. They had DJ Dallas picking up the blitzes. They had the tight ends picking up the blitzes. They had the tight ends running their routes. They had the wide receivers. Jaron Williams was throwing the ball on the dot. Everybody seemed prepared since the beginning of the game. So I owe it to the coaching staff to at least give them the rest of the season to see how much better we can get. So I'm ecstatic and I'm happy with the game.
Okay, so let me ask you this. But before this game, because I've not been able to watch anybody, yourself, Kane Shades, whoever, NMDTV, Coach Coop, anybody that you name, anybody.
But you the GOAT. Real. You the GOAT though.
Oh no, dude! I'm a small speck of sand.
You are the GOAT.
This YouTube thing, y'all
you
kept
started
this shit going.
You started it though. It's like you
I may have started, but y'all have been carrying this shit by yourself.
Wouldn't have got started. You the GOAT. I'm telling you, the GOAT. You and Unc Nasty. You and Unc Nasty.
If I was to say one person, the GOAT, he's not doing videos no more. I spoke today, Birdman, section 126. That's the GOAT.
I get. I put you, Birdman, and you Birdman, and Unc Nasty. Period. You, Birdman, Unc Nasty.
I appreciate that.
If it wasn't for y'all,
okay. Let's sit here and play devil's advocate. Okay. Let's talk. You and I are talking right now, Alonzo.
Okay.
If Manny had lost this game today, what would you be feeling right now?
It depends on how we lost. It depends on how we lost.
No.
It does.
Not depend. An L is an L, no matter how you slice.
Well, if we lose to the Citadel like we did a couple weeks ago when we lost to Georgia Tech, that's a different type of L. But you lose to Florida State. It depends on how you lose because one team could be 0-10, the other big team could be 10-0, and that 0-10 team could beat the 10-0 team with this particular game. So it depends on how we lost. If we look ill prepared like we did against Georgia Tech and like we did against Virginia Tech, it would have been a different story. But if we lost like we did against Florida, it'd have been a difference. You see what I'm saying? Because that Florida loss, they weren't. They seemed prepared. They were just better than us. But it depends on how it's because it's hard. It's hard. We look so good today. If we'd have looked bad like we did against Georgia Tech, he'd have got destroyed.
I'll gladly come on here right now to your channel, sir. We were better than Florida that day.
We were.
Feel free to disagree with me if you want.
No, we were.
I'm fine with that.
We were.
Well, we were better than Florida that day. We just did. We did not make the most of the opportunities we had.
Exactly. I think everybody agrees with you. Hey, there's not one person that will disagree with you on that. This is all about the UA3 in the chat right now.
This helps Manny right now because I'll be honest, I had a totally different video plan. I was like, man, Manny's gonna fuck this up. Whether it was Enos or Baker, I'm like, I'm so fucking tired of ranting and so tired of being the drunken asshole on here. Like it gets to a point where you're like, what the fuck can I say that I haven't said for the past 10 fucking years? Honestly, what can I say to make you give any kind of belief now or going forward to make you believe that this program will turn around? If Manny had lost today.
And I can understand that because, bro, and you know what's killing me is I've been giving Manny hell, and you know I'm the one who advocated for him the biggest.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, bro, this win almost brings tears in my eyes because it was so unexpected. They came, I mean, I'm giving the coaching staff, they came out prepared. From the first snap of the game, they seem to have come out prepared. They played the best players available. They did not play the best players. But you know one thing I want to give to everybody? Everybody that talked trash about Blake Baker, right? Answer this question.
Right.
How great has Robert Knowles been this year? Through all the turmoil.
Oh, he has performed beyond expectation. I'll gladly fucking admit that shit.
I called it before the season, so I said this guy's gonna be good this year because he's a senior, he's hungry, and it took him longer to learn. I'm not saying he's NFL bound, nowhere near, but Robert Knowles, man, goodness gracious,
He's made his mistakes. I think you and I and everybody in your live stream chat can submit. He's made his mistakes. There's still room to grow, and that's perfectly understandable. But when it's hard for me, this is just my opinion, my small speck of sand in this grand scheme. I saw him being started to, I'm like, motherfucker, this motherfucker's gonna give up the fucking shit here. He's gonna give this motherfucking shit here. It's gonna cost us a game at some point. But he's performed better than I thought he would.
Yeah, he has.
I will gladly admit I was wrong.
He has been our best tackler. He has been in coverage at the perfect time. His timing, I think him sitting, even though the mistakes he made last year, I think him playing with Quan and Red Wine really helped him develop this year. Him spending the whole offseason, people don't realize he spent the whole offseason with Quan.
Yep.
You know, I think that's why I say coming to the year, he's going to be a different player this year. I didn't think he would be this much better. You know?
No, neither did I. I'll gladly admit that. Like I knew going into this year, like, okay, obviously defensively, and anybody who at least whether you played Madden or played high school ball, whatever the fuck it is, you knew losing Jaquan and Shelder was a big loss to his defense.
Yeah,
especially at least when it comes from the linebacker play. Quarterman. He made plays here and there tonight that's kind of okay. He made the most of it, but obviously that's been a kind of a problem in this defense.
That damn Rousseau and Nesta. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Them are young dogs too. Young dogs.
And people don't look at like Nesta not getting all the sacks, but he takes up so much. He takes a lot of double teams, and Rousseau is so clever, fast, strong that this defensive line is sick.
He's just naturally gifted.
The problem is we don't have the depth like those guys. That's our problem. We don't have those number twos that can come in and give us even an inkling of what those two guys can give us, and that's the problem.
Right. Going into the Florida game. I hate to go back in time, but I was hoping Passion would kind of have that ceiling that he would finally kind of crack. He hasn't. Now, let's be real. But if you give me Trent Harris and Rousseau behind him, because listen, Trent Harris never ever got the credit he deserved.
Yeah, Trent was a beast.
Never did. That guy was a relentless motor, a team player. Just never got the credit he deserved. He was always playing behind somebody. If you give Trent Harris a chance to play right now, I'll gladly be devil's advocate right now. Do we even talk about Gregory Rousseau right now?
Yeah, Rousseau was a different breed.
Because
Trent was
Harris
relentless.
would make the most of every
Yeah,
single snap possible.
He would, but it's like you have certain players that are just have a motor that just can go and always go, but then you just have certain players that are just so freaking gifted. That,
Oh, yeah.
And Rousseau was that player that just think about it. He didn't even play defensive line, I think, until his 12th grade year of high school.
Yep.
He is.
And Grant, yourself among with anybody else in your live stream right now. We all heard the shit about Gregory Rousseau. Okay, he's physically gifted. He's this and this. Did I expect this right now? I'll gladly admit no. I didn't expect this kind of performance. I
don't think nobody in the world expected this. I don't think he expected this. Man got 12 sacks in 4 games.
Well, I mean, look, okay. Obviously, playing outside of Garvin is a major benefactor. Let's be honest. If he was playing outside of fucking Olsen Pierre or fucking whoever the fuck you want to name,
Woolfolk. Somebody just mentioned Vince. If he was playing with Woolfolk.
Yeah. Man, would he have done? I think he would have. He'd had some success.
I think he might have been more dominant.
I mean, it might have been, but like a lot of people are like down. A lot of people are dogging Garvin right now, but a lot of people know going into this year, like, okay, Garvin's like the guy we need to look out for right now. So they're probably double teaming him right now, and leaving Rousseau on the outside, thinking, okay, well, he's not going to do nothing, and he's making the most every snap he can.
Well, I think they're doubling. They're doubling. When Ness came in, you could tell the difference when because Nesta came back before Rousseau came back. I mean, he came back and when Ness came back, you could see the difference in the game. And then when Rousseau, so it's all three. It's all three. Because who do you double? Which one of these guys do I double? But if you had to play Rousseau by himself with neither one of those two, would he be this successful? No. Because then he would be catching every double team. So you're 100% right. Would he be this great being by himself? There's no way in the hell he would be. There's no way. So
I mean, it's the same thing back when Olivier was the same guy back. He was that one guy whether it was Curtis Porter, fucking Luther Robinson, even Chick as a freshman. And granted, they knew he was something, but like Olivier was like the main guy. They got okay, that guy's gonna sit here and do this shit. And granted, his last year he was here, he didn't do the numbers we honestly blind-heartedly expected him to get. He didn't get, but Gregory Rousseau, holy fuck. He just, like you said, he's got that natural gift of ability.
He knows how to
the quarterback or the ball carrier, who the fuck it is.
He knows how to shed blocks. He rips. He swims. He spins outside and inside. You're able to move him down the line. They move him from left. He can move all the way from left end to right end by move from left end to left tackle. I mean left end to left tackle to right end to outside linebacker. The guy is just a freaking. And the good thing about that is it's hard to double team him because you don't know where he's lining up at.
What's funny is I don't know if yourself or anybody else is live stream. Have you had a chance to kind of sit here and watch? Like I remember when I saw a video here a couple days, well, not a couple days ago, but a few months ago, when J.J. Watt had his NFL kind of draft review come out and say he didn't greatly utilize his hands. Yeah,
I think I seen that.
Yeah, can you imagine if Rousseau learns how to utilize his hands properly to really kind of outside of the natural, God gift ability that he's been given? If he utilizes that too on top of that, holy shit!
All right, we got I'm going to my this. All right, this is what I want to talk to you about for a second. I want to and I hit you up on your channel. And I'm calling you out in front of everybody. And I know you're working a lot of Saturdays. I want to do a collab with the OG. I want to do a few collabs with the OG.
Right.
So whenever you're available, I want to do some collabs with you.
I got you. Honestly, with you, Alonzo, just to put it, you know, flat out, point blank, period, whatever you want to call it, it's probably going to be next season.
Okay. No, I'm saying
because the last little bit of Hurricane Michael is like it's been an emotionally roller coaster for myself and my family. That's been
and my
through
brother's
the past year.
My brother's there too. My brother's in Panama City right now. My brother's there. My uncle's. I have a ton of family there, and he lives on Cherry Lane.
What part?
He lives on Cherry Lane. On Cherry Lane.
Oh, Cherry. Okay, so
the rest of my family lives in Lynn Haven.
Okay, I know where he's at. Okay.
The rest of my family lives in Lynn
But yeah,
Haven.
it's like I've not been able to be on YouTube as I've liked, and even if I wanted to do a video, it's just been at a point where it's just like, man, there's just so much going on. I got to think of things outside of just doing videos.
Well, I mean, we could definitely do it next, but I want to do a show with all about the U83. I want to do it. I'm talking about at least once a week show with the GOAT. I'm serious. I don't care if it's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. I don't care. I want to do a live stream with the GOAT where people can call in and talk to the GOAT. And
I appreciate you giving me that opportunity. I want to say that.
It could be on your channel. It could be on your channel, and it don't have to be on my channel. It could be on your channel.
Oh, dude, we can go back and forth as far as I'm concerned. That's not a big deal to me. Like I said, I've had a chance to call into Coach Coop and MDTV, Holloway 52. He and I talked on the phone. It wasn't on camera or anything like that. But yourself, Kane Shades, I want to sit here and try and get everybody I can. If I get you one more sub, then I've done what I needed to do. But all of you have held it down through this. You put out great content. If I can get you one more sub, then I've done what I need to do.
Exactly. My thing is, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk offline. We're gonna talk a little personal offline. When if you have free time tonight, we'll talk. If not tomorrow, if you're not wasted. You see, I'm on the Patron right now. But I want to talk to you offline a little bit too, because like I said, man, I love you, my brother. I'm a New Yorker, but I spent a lot of summers in Panama City. I finished my high school my years in Panama City. Lynn Haven, Mosey Dolphins, Mosey and Rutherford. We went at it. I was starting safety outside linebacker for Mosey when we beat Rutherford my senior year.
What year?
93, 94.
Okay, well, yeah. I may have seen you back. I don't know.
Yeah.
If
you hit me on Facebook,
my older sister went there in '98.
Yeah.
That was kind of like the year I kind of really got involved as far as Rutherford, Mosley, and Bay
High
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bay High. Yeah, like that was like our main rival. When I was there, yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Did Beach had a school at the time too? I think Beach had a school at the time. It was Rutherford, Mosey, Bay, and Beach.
Yeah, well, it wasn't until the past 2 years. Well, at least as far as I think '99 to '01, like Arnold, the Beach school kind of came out there with some because all them kids out there kind of started to filter away after Coach Harden left. But yeah,
this all about U83 that's on right now, big Kane. This is all about U83. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Hey, man, I love you, my brother. Please call me. I got your number locked in. You got mine locked in. We need to talk. We need to talk. I'm serious. We really need to talk on a personal level because I know what you're going through down there, and we need to talk on a personal level. I
got you, man. This is just like I don't want to bother anybody right now. Like just whenever you're free. Because like I said, there's been so much emotionally, physically that's been going through over a year now. I'm sure you still got plenty of friends here in Panama City.
All my family there. A lot of my family.
Who have been going through beyond fucking problems that I'm going through. I'll gladly admit that.
It's rough. It's rough in Panama City right now, man. It's rough. And it's still... People don't understand the damage that happened in Panama City, man. It's rough.
Oh, yeah. Until you go through something like this, you don't know what the fuck it's like. You don't.
Hey, man.
I'll be the first to admit that.
Love you, my brother. I'm going to call you after the chat if you're still conscious. And we gonna talk.
I may, dude. Like I'm surprised. I'm still fucking kind of halfway, like right now. I'm surprised I'm not at this point right now, but I'm kind of going back for what I could be right now. But I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks, man.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, Kane's free. Disrespectful. Kane's ticks 5. Disrespectful. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I'm going to say that right now. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because what happened in Panama City and what's going on in Panama City is one of the toughest things. That is probably one of the worst hurricanes in the history of this country. That and Katrina. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you stop watching my show. I don't give a fuck. That's one of the dumbest fucking statements. Because you don't know what's going on in Panama City right now. You don't know what happened in Panama City, obviously. So miss me with that bullshit. Let's get back to football. Let's take phone calls. Anybody want to call in? I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people. I don't care how many people hang up. I hate stupid people. I'm sorry, Dream the Big Dog. I don't like stupid stuff. I don't care how many people hang up. Anybody else want to call in? Put the number in. You can call in and let me know what's going on. When he said it's tough in Panama City, you said it's tough everywhere. You weren't serious. That's just a coincidence that happened. Like, that's just a coincidence that happened like that. Okay, I'm a leader. I'm not even gonna argue about it. I'm not even gonna discuss it, man. Hey, I put the number in the chat. I'll put the number in the chat for anybody that want to call in. What's going on, Brett? But nah, let me take something. Hey, my neck's starting to hurt. I gotta take some of these things off, man. My neck's starting to hurt. Hey, yo, who we got? Yo, who we got?
Hey, so this Heat, man.
What's going on? What's good with you, my brother? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing bad, man. Hey, I'm back on the chat with you, man. I made a comment to you the other day. I think you took it the wrong way, but good, man.
Listen, I don't block people for making comments that I don't like. I block.
No. You didn't block me in that.
Oh.
We didn't. It was just all good talk, man.
Okay, I got
but
it.
hey, man, we are. And all in all, man, we men, so we get over that. Regardless, today, I'm going to say something, and I think you could probably agree with me on this. That was probably the most complete game I've seen from us in a couple years, bro.
That was the most complete game since Notre Dame game.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Now, how much of that is attributed to bad coaching on Florida State, perhaps?
I'm not giving them no credit for that. I'm not giving them no credit for that. I think we put it together.
Can't give them no credit.
I think we put it together.
Because they won't give us none.
No, I'm just saying. I think we put it together today. I think we put it together today.
We did that. And Rousseau, man, no can't be said by the young man, but I'm going to tell you what it is to me. I think the interior D tackles are going up. I saw a lot out of Pat Belfer. I saw a lot out of John Ford. I've been seeing a couple of nice little run stuff by Jordan Miller. As long as our interior D-line can do that, Rousseau he's going to feast. He's going to feast.
What do you, Jaron was amazing. Jaron was
Say that again?
Jaron was amazing today, too.
Man, listen. One thing I saw today from Jaron, what do you think? Let me ask this question. What do you think? Do you think in the first few games of Jaron earlier this season, do you think they were kind of holding him back from throwing the deep ball? Because today he was hitting everything in stride.
No, I just think he's learning. I just think he's learning.
Say that.
I think he's learning.
Yeah.
I think he's learning.
I could go for that.
And I think Perry pushed him.
Yeah.
I think Perry pushed
Competition.
him.
Competition makes you better.
I think Perry pushed him. But
Competition makes you better.
Jaron, he played great.
We agreed earlier this year before the season started. Well, matter of fact, I think it was like the second game I called you. And we talked, and we was both speaking of diversifying the offense a little bit to help the offensive line out. And we both kind of agreed that the O-line really wasn't that bad. We just was kind of young. Right now, I see them gelling. And as long as they can keep going how they doing right now, man.
But you also got to give a lot of respect to the running back, especially DJ Dallas, in being able to pick up those blitzes. Because if he wouldn't have picked up those blitzes, it would have been a lot of sacks. And those sacks would have been blamed to the offensive line. So having a guy back there that understands the blitz pickup is a big thing. And Canes, you're right. Canes 6. You're right. We're a really young team, man. We're a really young team that needs to grow. We're a really young team that needs to grow. And I'm just being honest with you. I was not expecting this today. It is crazy.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the one thing nobody's.
We're not talking.
I've seen a few people
Hurricanes. I'm sorry.
About it, bro.
Can I say something?
Today, this was a.
Can I say something real quick? Like, can I respond to somebody? Okay. Hurricanes too. Do not call back. California. Every California number is going to be blocked. Every California number is going to be blocked. I'm dead serious. Do not mention Perry's name. Perry has nothing to do with this game.
+1 3 2 3 4.
Perry has absolutely nothing to do with this game. What did we even mention in Perry for? This is Jaron's game.
Hold on, Zoe. Let me chime in on that. For every person that got something to say about Perry and the battle between Perry and Williams, they need to sit down and shut the fuck up. Listen.
All right, that's $5.
That's
$5 on you now.
If it was not for Perry, Jerry wouldn't play how he's playing. If it wasn't for Jerry, Perry wouldn't play how he is. They feeding off one another, man. You don't see them guys mad at each other when one make a play. They congratulating each other.
Exactly.
So we need to do the same thing as fans, man. I get sick of the foolishness. I'm with you on that one.
Exactly.
I said something to you the other day. I in the chat, I said, hey, man, you do it for the love. And when I said that, I meant that, dog, it takes a strong man to do what you're doing, especially when you got a family, you got kids, dog, and you working, bro. Hats off to you, man.
I appreciate it.
So when I say you're doing it for the love, I'm saying that it's deeper than just this Miami stuff.
It is deeper than that. I love University.
It's a real love for it.
But in order
that's what I meant.
And the reason I was saying I'm doing it off my tablet right now, my $2,000 laptop over there, and I have to get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like I say, it takes a lot of time away from my family. So do I think I deserve to get a little bit of compensation for doing this? Most definitely.
Definitely. For sure.
Most definitely.
Hey, the good book said a workman is worth his hire, man.
Yeah, I don't ask for a lot, but I have to do. I do a lot of traveling. What's going on, Caddy boy? I didn't go to today's game, but I'll be at next week's game because I didn't know why I didn't go to today's game because I needed to put some other things first. There are things that I had to take care of first, so I didn't go to today's game because I didn't want to take a loss. Even though I probably would have taken a game, I didn't want to take that chance of taking a loss, so I didn't go to today's game. And I had a ticket for today's game.
I get it, bro.
Had my ticket for today's game, but I didn't want to take a loss. Even though I don't think I would have, I didn't want to take that chance because I have other things that I need to take care of. So, like I say, even with I tell people hit my PayPal. I tell you, if people hit me with $3 a month on my PayPal, $4 a month, I'll be good.
But you in South Carolina, dog. You ain't right around the corner. I'm right. I live right about a mile away from the stadium, dog. I'm at every home game. You know what I mean? But that's because I'm here. Bro, I don't try to travel to the road games. You doing that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People should listen, man. The content you giving, the wholesome one giving, even Coach Coop, NMD, listen, man. Hats off to y'all guys, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep grinding, man. People don't say what they want to say about you, but listen, let that be that. It's cool.
+1
That's
3
cool.
3 6 5
Because
5
just as
8
many people,
6
just as
4
much criticism
7
you get
0.
like that, trust me, it's boosting your channel, man. It's boosting your channel. So keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm going to get on the mic, but much love, man. I'm glad we did what we did today. I hope we can finish the season out strong. As long as we can do that, then maybe we got a chance to see Clemson again.
Most definitely. Most definitely. We might it might fall that it might fall. We might be able to get lucky enough for some teams to lose.
We need some help.
Yeah,
we need a lot of help.
Well,
But
just
it's
need,
a
I think
possibility.
we just need a little bit of help, really. Just need it
Yeah.
from some. I think we need North Carolina to lose one more game.
Right.
But we'll see.
I think we're going to get that. They're playing tonight right now, so we might get that. But all right, man.
Appreciate you, my bro.
Get on, man.
And like I say, I'm gonna put my paper on the chat. This for everybody, including you, man. I'm trying to get this laptop fixed so I can do my shows, man. Y'all, if y'all can, man, help a brother out a little bit, man. I'm trying to do the best I can. And guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna do a giveaway. Even though I said I wasn't gonna do it, I'm gonna give away one of these right here. I don't know when. Well, I'll put away. It's not 100%, but it's about a 60% chance I'm gonna give away one of these right here before the end of the year. So we'll see how it work out. We'll see how much love the channel show me. Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, bro.
All right.
No doubt, man.
All right. I'm gonna take a few more phone calls. I'm gonna get off here at 8:30. And at 8:30 I'm going send everybody over to Julian the Big Dog because Julian the Big Dog want to get in tonight. Because they're not gonna be able to go on tomorrow, so they want to get in tonight. So I'm gonna send everybody over to Julian the Big Dog at 8:30. So I'm gonna take a few more phone calls. Hey, Caddy Boy, go ahead and call in. I ain't heard from 78. Let me call 786 real quick, like Caddy Boy, and then you can call in. Yo, who we got?
Yeah, this Stu, Hurricane Stu.
What's good? What's good, Stu?
Yeah, I really wasn't trying to badmouth Williams. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying Perry just needs to be more consistent.
It wasn't. No. My thing is why we even bring up Perry. Williams has a job. I wasn't even talking about. I'm a Perry fan. Why are we even bringing up Perry? No need to even bring up Perry. That's my point. Williams played well. He played great tonight. We won the game tonight. I'm happy
we won the game.
If we would have lost, and Williams would have played bad, then that would have been something. It would have been something. But Perry's not playing, so there is no need to even bring him up right now. He's not playing. He didn't play last week. He played with a separated shoulder. Everybody needs to be more consistent. There's no sense. My thing is there's no sense of even bringing him up. Is my point. I want to focus on the positives for a change. Just for a change, because there's been so much negativity this year. I just want to focus on the positives.
Right.
That's it.
But yeah, I wasn't trying to like badmouth nobody.
I didn't say
I love all the quarterbacks we got.
I didn't say you were.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I don't want to compare nobody. I want to, bro. It has been so much negativity towards this program this year. To watch these young men go out there and play the way they play today. Tonight is the night for not even. Tonight is not the night for me to even criticize any player or any coach.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad we beat Florida State. That's almost like the Yankees and Red Sox. I can't stand either one of those teams. You know what I mean?
I'm about to hang up on you now. So I'm a Yankees fan. I'm about to hang up on you now. You about to get blocked. I'm about to hang up on you,
fan.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I'm a Yankee fan. It's just like I can't stand losing to Boston. Any other team, I'll have a problem with it, but I just don't like losing to the certain teams that's rivalries, like Florida State, for example.
But I
cannot stand that.
But see,
I can deal with losses from other teams, but when it comes to losing to Florida State, nah.
But I respect Florida. I respect Florida State though. Anybody who doesn't respect Florida State doesn't know the history of this program. If you don't respect Florida State, you don't understand the history of this program. You might not.
I respect Florida.
You might not want to lose to them, but I respect them. I respect them. I care about their program because their program helped us out a lot. Because they didn't have to play us. If they wouldn't have played us, we wouldn't have 5 national championships. I can guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. We were independent playing a bunch of scrubs, to be honest with you.
That's true from the Big East, but the Big East was
No.
dominant back then.
We were independent
before
before.
the ACC.
We were independent before then.
Huh?
We were independent before then.
True. But we didn't really start playing Florida State until we played
All
Florida
five-
more than we played Florida
No,
State.
we did not. All 5 of our national championships came from playing Florida State. All 5. Florida ran from us. Florida stopped. Bro, go do some fact checking.
Yeah, Florida stopped playing us.
So go do your fact checking.
They just stopped playing with us.
Okay, so go do your fact checking now. We got all 5 off beating Florida State. Yes, I don't respect Florida.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't respect Notre
Nah,
Dame.
except Florida.
I hate Notre Dame.
Florida is another.
I hate Notre Dame.
They ran from us.
Plus
They
1 3
took us
0
off
5
their
8
schedule.
3 4
They didn't want
7
to play us
2
no more.
1
Back
3.
in the 80s, they did not want to play us no more.
All right, bro. I'm gonna take another call real quick, because I'm about to get off in a few minutes. Appreciate your call, man. It's no
right.
disrespect, man. I'm gonna take another call. I got to call 786.
Plus
So,
1 3 0 5 8 3 4.
Hey, 305 number. Do not call again. Do not call again because I'm not going to answer. I'm calling 786. So do not call again because I'm not going to answer. I don't even know if 786 is conscious right now.
Hello?
What's going on, big bro? What's good with you?
Chill. Just left the game. What's up?
I figured. What's good with you?
Chill. Just left the game. What's up?
I figured that I'll just give you a call, get your perspective a little bit.
I'm
And
surprised
we might
when
do,
did that come up?
we might do
So
another.
give me 1 minute. I'm gonna call you back in 1 minute.
All right. I'm getting off
1 minute.
I'm getting off at 8:30. So, all right.
Okay, back 1 minute.
All right.
All right.
Plus 1 3 0 5 8.
Yo, who this? Yo, who this? Hello? You see that? That's annoying. Now I don't want no negative energy for real, man. We had almost 400 in the chat tonight. We got like 300 and something, 350. I apologize for the chat for the little rant that I did, man. It's real personal for me in Panama City right now. And that's it, man. That is what it is, man. Whatever, man. I'm happy with the win. I think that those guys did exactly what they were supposed to do. It was just a great all around victory. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I don't know what else to say. It was. I have no complaints. I can't complain at all. I can't complain at all, not even a little bit. Hello? I'm blocking that number now. That number is blocked now. I don't understand this, man. It's like, goodness gracious. Come on. I think I'm going to have to get mods. I'm going to have to get people mods. I don't want to. I'm going to have to get mods. What do you guys think? Do I need to get mods?
Hi.
Yo, 786, what's good, bro?
Roll up.
What's going on, man? Hey, I'm be honest with you, man. That was the best all-around game I've seen since Notre Dame, man.
Says who?
Since Notre Dame game.
Yeah, it was a good game. They played it against Florida. Just couldn't complete it, but it was a good game. They played a good game.
Yeah,
I mean they played like we thought. Expected to play the whole year. So, I mean, it was a good win. It was a good game. They played a good game.
I said myself, I'm gonna give the coaching staff a pass until the end of the year. I'm not going to judge them game by game. I'm gonna judge them at the end of the season. You know?
I mean, only thing that you want to see from the coach is that they get better from week to week. I mean, they did a good job today.
Yeah.
Now we got to see how they do next week, and the following week, and the following. You just got to get. You just want to see them improve from game to game.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the only thing you got us for. Today they did a good job. I think it was called a good game for the most part. So you just want to see that consistent.
I think called a hell of. I think he I think the biggest factor on offense though was DJ being back, being able to pick up those blitzes. Those he picked up probably 15 blitzes, man. It's crazy how many blitzes he was able to pick up, man. He was like a Scud missile tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just picking off everything.
I think Jeff being back, helped us offense and stuff. But it was a good game. They did what they supposed to do with Florida State. Florida State's not a good team.
Yeah. But neither is Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Or Virginia Tech.
Or Virginia Tech.
Or North Carolina.
Or North Carolina. So, and Florida State better than all three of those teams we named. So
I think they are too.
So
I think Virginia better than all three of them teams that we named.
They are. So I was looking at that offense that Enos runs, and I had to apologize to Slim because yesterday I went and looked at some of the coordinators I want, and they run the exact same style offense. The only difference is they don't run tight ends as much, but this offense is, and I'm sitting talking about the fake handoffs. Those teams run almost the same sack plays. I think what Enos is getting the plays into. Either getting the plays in too late, or the core, or the players not understanding the plays and it's taking too long. Because I'm looking at a lot of other teams. I was looking at Ohio State. I'm like, they're the exact same damn plays. Why they get them done faster?
The only thing I don't like about offense is that his offense, it put so much pressure on the offensive line to block for a long period of time. It put so much pressure on the receivers to run perfect route. It put so much pressure on the quarterback to throw perfect pass. It's like a post-style offense.
But a lot of college teams.
So if you got a good line, of course that offense gonna good look. But it put a lot of pressure on the offensive line.
But a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of college teams do run that offense. I was looking. Ole Miss runs it. Ohio State runs it. A lot of teams.
Yeah, but you got to have the personnel to run it, and our linemen is not. We don't recruit linemen to run that type of offense.
Oh, I agree with you.
That's a knock that I had against them.
I agree with you.
We don't recruit linemen to run that type of offense.
Well, I agree with you 1,000%. I think they're developing into that type of offense though, and I think, like I say, I think it would to be more on the offensive line. I think it was more on blitz pickup because if you look, you was at the game. So I'm pretty sure you seen him play when DJ picked up the blitz, and then he's kind of motioned for Jaron to run behind him, and then he was able to hit Harley for like a 30-yard route. You know what I'm saying? So Cam wasn't able to pick up those blitzes the way DJ was.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, but we're just like I said. Now we got to see how they come out next week against Louisville.
I wish I was been able to go be there with you, man, but I just couldn't afford. I couldn't afford it. I told her I just couldn't afford it. I couldn't. But I'll be in Miami.
You said you come down next week, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be there next week, man. We got to have a tailgate from hell. I'll be there next week. I'll be there.
Yeah. I think it's 3:30 game.
And I have your upgraded. I have your upgraded chain as well. I already got it sitting right here. Ain't no sense in me mailing it to you when I can bring it to you.
That's free, folks.
Ain't no sense in me mailing you the upgraded chain when I can bring it to you.
Free.
Plus I got it. Plus I'm about to open up your back for you too, so I can put it.
Now, like I said, now you want to see. Now they don't put back to back 2 good games. Now you want to see how they come against Louisville. You just want to see. In order for you to get started being a good team, you got to come out each week and just start being consistent. You can't go back to that laxer days and whatever case may be. Now once they start showing that improvement from week to week, they're like, okay, now we're going the right direction. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't come out next week and poo-poo the big at home against Louisville.
No, you can't. You have to come out next week and dominate against Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, so you got to come out and put up another good performance. And we just got to wait and see.
I can tell you this here.
I can't get up too high for this team. I can't get up too low for him, man.
I love what I saw from J Dub today, though. I did like what I see from him. He took a sack. I did like what I saw from Jay Williams. He took a sack where where he held
He
to the
had
ball.
a game today. He had a good game today. He really did.
What I like is he took a sack, we held to the ball too long, and when he got to the sideline, Dan Enos chewed his ass out.
He did. Yeah.
He chewed him out.
That's when he missed that. That's when he missed Jordan down there in the end zone.
Yeah.
And Jordan had that touchdown. He overthrew him.
Yeah,
He put too much under him.
Yeah, but that time, but it was the same. It was the same series. He had took a sack on that series, and Dan Enos chewed him out. You could see Dan Enos on the sideline saying, "Get rid of the fucking ball." Excuse me. That was what he was saying. Get rid of the ball. Stop holding on to the ball. And
there was a couple of times where he hit on the ball too long. I feel like, but for the most part, he had a good game. So I can't knock him on anything today.
I just like
a good game.
I like the coaching I seen from that. I like the coach, him holding to Dan Enos saying, "Get rid of the ball," and that's coaching. That's coaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see, because if I see you coaching these players, I'll see these players getting better, and that's what I want to see. It comes down to coaching and development.
So we'll see how they play next week at home against Louisville. Louisville got better.
Yeah, they have. And
Louisville got better.
I'm gonna watch some of their games tonight. I got some of their games that I can go into my little chronicles and watch. Man. Other than that,
give me a holler. We got the phone. Give me a holler.
Hey, I will. Hey, before you hang up, do you drink Patron?
What happened?
You just a dark. You don't drink white, do you?
No, I don't drink no Patron. I drink Don Julio. I don't fuck with that Patron.
Hey, now I'm gonna bring you a bottle of that orange mango Patron. I'm gonna bring you a bottle of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you a bottle of that when I come down. All right,
I'll put you on some scotch too, man. I'm gonna get you some good liquor, man.
I got you. I don't do cigars. I like the smaller cigars, not the big ones. I like the smaller ones, like the cigarette.
All right, y'all let me.
All right,
yeah.
Let me call Caddy Boy, and then I'm done. I can't take too many more phone calls. You know what I'm saying? I can't take too many more phone calls. Well, he didn't answer. Listen, man, it was amazing. I'm about to do this right here. Yo.
What up?
Hey, that was an amazing game, Caddy.
Oh yeah, they played good. I give it to them. Jaron played good. Defense played great. I give it to them.
That was.
You know what I'm saying?
That was an amazing game.
Well, like 786 said, I ain't too high, I ain't too low. I want to see what they do the rest of the year.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing you can count on, one thing I was never worried about the whole year. I knew they was going to play against Florida, and I knew they was going to play against Florida State. It's everything else in between.
But see, to me, the leaps and bounds between Florida and Florida State was different. We couldn't score points against Florida. We couldn't move the ball against Florida.
Yeah.
We couldn't do the things that we did against Florida State. We couldn't do at all against Florida.
Right, but what I mean by that was I'm meaning by effort. Like you seen per effort today. Like Quarterman was hustling, Peyton and everybody flying to the ball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody paying attention to detail. I mean, the offensive line played real good today. You know what I'm saying? They only had a few mistakes, and DJ probably boosted his stock the way he was picking up them blitzes.
That man was like a scud missile out there picking them blitzes up, man. But that's what the running back job is supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. When a lot of them sacks were coming and they were blaming the offensive line, it wasn't on the offensive line. It was on whoever was supposed to pick that blitz up.
Yeah, and you know how hard I've been on Enos. He finally stopped running the ball on every first down.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. That play hit Wiggins. That was first down play, hit Wiggins. Hey, I mean, I take my ass off to him today. He called a pretty good game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
they played good.
He called an excellent game. He called an excellent game. I can't. Even in the red zone, man, he called plays that scored touchdowns.
Right.
You know,
right.
I can't take it away. As much as I bash him, I got to give it to him. I got to give it to him when he did good. You know, like you say, just got to see it done on more of a consistent basis.
Right. Yeah, and I know the fan base happy, but though I'm old school with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kind of Kane fan to where
if we ain't playing for the national championship every year, the season is a failure for me.
Well, it's not a failure for me because we listen. We went through so many different ups and downs. I think we have.
I get that.
I think we have to.
I get that. No, what I'm saying is we building back up to it. You know, at this point. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to get, what I be trying, like I tell my friends, you know what I'm saying? They be like, well, why you? I'm happy that we won the game and we looking better. But they be like, well, why you like when y'all win 10 games you ain't happy? I say because 10 games don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
when you come to Miami, it's national championship or bust.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
Period.
But the thing that I seen tonight was I seen improvement and growth from those players, man. And that's
yeah. They played. I take my hats off to them because you know we've been critical. I've been very critical, but they played great tonight. I can't say nothing else. They played great today.
In a hostile environment.
They played great today.
In a hostile environment, and guess what? That's 3 in a row. Is that 3 in a row? That's 3 in a row against Florida State, man.
Right, 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what's gonna happen next week in Louisville. I mean, the game I really want to see them play is Duke, because you already know Cutcliffe coming to coach. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. That's all I can say, bro. Hey, I'm happy about the win. Like 786 said, I ain't too high, I ain't too low. I'm just sitting back watching.
I'm real high.
And if Enos them keep improving, then they can stay. But it can't go backwards, bro. That's all it's about. It can't go backwards.
I'm real high right now, man.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, it's a good win, man. I ain't even watch the game live. That's why you just see me getting the chat late. So I told you I had to go to a wedding. So man, them guys are watching the game at the wedding, but my wife with me. I know she's been talking. Why you watching the game? Why you at the wedding? So
she just would have been talking.
I recorded at home. I recorded at home.
She just would have been talking.
I just watched it when I got home. That's why I got in the chat late.
She just would have been talking to me. Tell your wife. Tell your wife. Who your wife is? She with you right now? Is your wife with you right now? Is your wife?
No, she in the house.
You need to walk in the house and tell your wife I said she dead wrong for not allowing you to watch the game at the wedding. Tell her I said she dead wrong for not allowing you to watch it. You should be able to watch the game at a wedding, at a funeral, or at any type of thing.
Yeah, I ain't wanna start no argument. Cause that's usually what happens when Miami on. You know what I'm saying? No matter what she say, I'm watching Miami, but I gave her the benefit of the doubt today, so I just chilled. I know I recorded the game, so I won't worry about missing it. That's what I was doing when you first came on. I was still watching the game.
All right,
I had a feeling there.
Let me get
one. Go ahead on, man.
I'm gonna get one call in. I'm gonna get one call in. I'm done, man. I appreciate it, man. Hey, like I told you. All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like I'm telling everybody in the chat, for real, I'm gonna put this in the chat one more time before I hang up. I'm gonna put this in the chat one more time, man. Help me get my laptop fixed and I can do better shows. Freak, I need my laptop. And don't worry about Super Chat because they keep stealing my money. They keep stealing my money. I want to make one phone call before I hang up.
What's a good word, Zoe? We won, baby.
I'm letting everybody know that everybody gonna head over to Junior the Big Dog. Big Dog.
Thanks, Zoe. But you deserve this win. You stay as long as you want. We were planning about 9:00 anyway, so you stay as long as you want.
You got to go 8:30 now. You got to go 8:30 now because they're gonna be waiting. They're gonna be mad. You say 9:00 because everybody getting on now.
All right. The problem is I think Junior is just getting back home.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's why that. Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor.
Because we were planning, we figured out 9:00 we give you enough time for you to be on and enjoy it. So we didn't want to step on you at all. So
no, you guys
go
never
as long as you want to go.
Man, you guys showed up. You guys showed up. More respect. Hey, y'all do StreamYard, right?
What's that?
Y'all do StreamYard, right? Do y'all do StreamYard? I think y'all do StreamYard.
Yeah, we do StreamYard. We do StreamYard. Yeah, our regular are the ones that we don't have a live chat. We do it on Zoom, but the live chats we do it on StreamYard.
Could you do me a big favor? Just a big favor. I'm asking one favor. Can y'all send me the StreamYard? Can y'all send me the StreamYard so I can get on there with y'all tonight for a couple seconds? I just want to get on for the first 5 minutes and just have fun. Fun.
You got it, Zoe. I'll let Junior know. Junior's the technical brains behind it. I'm not technical. I can turn on the computer and set up my microphone and stuff. That's about it.
Me and you are on the same level, big dog. hey, the technical brains behind mine is Coach Coop, the wholesome one, 786, and Cole. I'm telling you, if it's
so I'm still typing with 2 fingers, man.
Me too.
When I'm on the computer, I'm still using just 2 fingers.
Hey, Jaron Williams had a hell of. Me and you talked the other night, for people who don't know, and we talked about the differences in between quarterbacks and what we like about this guy and what we don't like about that guy, but they're still on the same team, so we root for those players to succeed. And I think people sometimes get it misconstrued when every person has a fan of a fan of a player. That doesn't mean you're not a fan of. You don't want to see the other player succeed. It just means you're a bigger fan of the other player. And I think people need to understand that happens. And we're human beings, but at the same time, you're a bigger fan of the team. So if Nikoski would have came out and dominated tonight, you would be just as happy.
Heck yeah.
And that's what I was trying to explain to people. Like, this is Jaron's win. He earned this. He went out there and he balled out.
Oh.
He balled out. He played almost if it wasn't for that sack that he took, it would have been almost a perfect game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, that's the Jaron that I knew was there the whole time, because that's the Jaron I saw on tape so much. And, like, when people were talking about his deep ball, I was like, I think the Florida game, getting so pressured so quickly, really screwed up his internal clock a little bit and got him to rush. And maybe the time off actually helped him in that it reset everything for him. And that's the Jaron that, I saw it though, Zoe, at the end of the big game. Because in the big game, when he came on, I went, okay, that's the Jaron. Like when he ran for the first down, and I went, yeah, that's the Jaron that I know. And I really I did see it in North Carolina game. I have to say. Then I think the Central Michigan game is when he got banged up, when his shoulder got banged up. But then seeing him out there today, and people can see that he throws a beautiful deep ball. You saw that one to Jeff Thomas. He barely, just put his wrist into it and threw it 45 yards and dropped it in there perfect. And it's just good to see. But you're right, man. No matter if you're wearing that U on your helmet, you're our guy. Period. And that's what I want from everybody. Because I'll give you a perfect example. You touched on it already in your show, Robert Knowles. Look at Robert Knowles' balling this year.
And I called that from spring. I watched it. See, a lot of people don't realize, as a big dog, a lot of people don't realize, big dog, is that, I'm down there a lot. I got my on sideline pass, press pass down there a lot. And I watch Robert Knowles, and it was never effort with him. When you have to teach somebody effort, it's a problem. It was always his inability to be in the right places. You know what I'm saying? And once they moved him,
100%.
So once they moved him around, they was able to coach him how to get to the right spot. How many mistakes have you seen from Robert Knowles this year?
That's perfectly said, Joe. And you know what? And one of the things, like when people are hard on, and again, I understand the Florida State game. I get the stuff that happened in the past. But the thing is with Knowles is you couldn't ask for a better kid. Works his butt off in the weight room. Works his butt off at Green Creek. So if a kid's giving you that type of effort and he wears that U on his helmet, I'm willing to give him a pass. And even when I saw him being out of position because he doesn't have those instincts, I was like, all right, listen, he's making mistakes, but he's always giving you everything he has. And now seeing him as a senior and be as solid as because he has been really, you can say in the secondary, the guy that we can most depend on this year in doing his job. He hasn't been spectacular, but he's been solid. He's been a sure tackler. I don't think he's missed a tackle all year.
That tackle he made.
That I can remember.
That tackle he made in the first quarter. People don't realize how big. If he wouldn't have made that tackle, that would have been a touchdown. And it was on third down. It was on third down.
Exactly.
And that forced him to punt. But he was the last line of defense on that play.
Exactly.
And that was on Cam Akers. That was on Akers. There's no way anybody else would.
And look at the way he made that tackle. It was a perfect form tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you want for your safety when he's the last line of the bench.
And he was a last because I think we were playing like bail coverage or something like that. And they threw it to him and Akers was wide open. And if he doesn't make that tackle on Akers, it's over with. And now we're looking at a different ball game. And he's done that consistently all year long. And and to me, if you go with most improved player on the whole team, it is Robert Knowles easily.
Yeah, you can absolutely make a case as Robert Knowles, and you can make a case that in this. Okay, he's not going to make the splash plays that an instinctive player like Gervin Hall or Bubba Bolden will make, but what he does do is the guy in the secondary that you most could count on this year to do his job, to get a guy on the ground, to make sure they don't get behind him, to do all the things that you want from a safety, Robert Knowles has done all year long.
Speaking of Bubba Bolden, if we want to talk about the downfall of this game.
Man, that looked ugly, Zoe.
He's probably out for the season.
The way that ankle bent behind him like that, man, that looked ugly. I'm praying that it's nothing serious, that it looked worse than it is.
On a celebration.
But that looked ugly.
On a celebration.
Yeah, man.
We have got
who was it that took him out? Was it Gervin?
Yeah, I think it was Gervin. It was Gervin Hall. It's trying to celebrate, and we get on the refs all the time about letting these kids celebrate. Let these kids stop it.
I know.
But at the same time, bro, Bubba Bolden has been out. He has been balling lights out ever since.
So,
and
what I love about that young man is even before he even got to campus, he was repping the U constantly. People don't realize that some of these transfers that we got, I don't know if we get them all if it wasn't for Bubba Bolden.
But see, that's what I loved about Perry. He has been Miami since day one, and that was my big thing.
Yeah, it's true.
He's never wavered. Even when he decommitted because Rick basically said he wasn't going to really need him. And then Rick realized he needed a quarterback, so he went back and asked him to come back. Because he could have been at Alabama. He had offers from Alabama. He had offers from Ohio State. He had offers from almost every. People go look at the offers he had. He came back to Miami. He has Miami tattooed over his whole sleeve. And that's what people say. Well, why you? That's why, because he is Miami, and even if he leaves Miami next year, to me, he is Miami.
So, and just the fact that he stuck around this year, okay, that's number one. Number two is when Jaron has success, who's the first person that's going crazy celebrating with Jaron?
Those guys are brothers. It's us.
They're brothers, man. That's the first guy you see going crazy with a smile ear to ear every time Jaron makes a play is Nkosi.
And it was the same thing when Nkosi made a play. It was Jaron.
It was the same exact, and that's the way it should be. And you know what? All three of them. That's one of the things I wanted people to understand. Like when we were doing the shows leading up to the season, we were saying, guys, at the end of the day, Nkosi was the third-ranked dual threat in ESPN the year he came out. Tate was the second-ranked, and Jaron was the fifth-ranked pro-style passer. He was rated higher than Nkosi in 247. but they were all highly, highly decorated, rated quarterbacks. And it was like, I know they're young, they're all inexperienced, because even Nicosi started last year, but it's a completely different system, so that doesn't even help them. You know, I mean, maybe the speed of the college game, being used to it, he was probably further along than Tate and Jaron, but at the same time, it was a brand new offense for him too. So the fact is, we were in good hands. Whoever came out of that competition, and that's why I wanted people to realize, because I really hated the way it turned into like the Jaron camp and then the Cozy camp, and then you had a Tate camp, and it's almost like it divided the fan base. And I'm like, wait a second.
What divided the fan base? What divided?
Before Jaron's dad was born.
Yeah.
And that's the way I would tell people. I root against somebody wearing that U on their helmet.
What divided the fans
was when Tate. That I didn't understand.
I think what divided the fans more is when Tate announced he's coming to Miami, because everybody automatically thought that he was the guy, and I was never sold. I was never sold on Tate Martell. I watched him. I was just never.
Be honest with you, though, I always thought the competition was between Jaron and Nicosi.
Yeah, I was never sold on Tate. You know.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, though. I think Tate coming to the team and upping the level of competition in the QB room at the end of the day helped all three of them.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. I just think, like you said, it brought a divisiveness, and like even
it divided the fan base.
Even
for sure, it divided the fan base.
Even tonight, someone, I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but you know who you are. What do you feel about Perry now? What did Perry play tonight? Like for why?
Let's just celebrate, man. Let's just celebrate the win and not do that anymore.
I mean,
just not do that anymore.
Listen.
And I'll tell you something. If Nicosi ends up transferring, okay, because I understand if he does, okay, I'm saying next year, I'm going to root for him. I mean, obviously not if he plays against Miami, but I'm saying other than that, I'm gonna watch his games, and I'm going to hope he balls out every single game he plays.
And I can
because I understand if he ends up transferring, I understand why. Because unfortunately, quarterback is a position that only one guy gets to play, unless, of course, there's an injury or something else happens.
And I will.
So I understand if he chooses that.
And
I'll still root for him.
And I will root for him as well, unless he plays for the Gators or Notre Dame.
That's true. Yeah, if he goes for the Gators, FSU, or Notre Dame,
I can root for him at FSU. I can root for him at FSU. I can root for him at FSU because I respect FSU. The Gators or Notre Dame.
I do too.
The Gators or Notre Dame. If he go to either one of those teams, he is the enemy for life. You might was coming on tattoos. So
you were talking about FSU, and I think one of the things that old school guys like us remember, and a lot of younger guys don't. If it wasn't for us, Bobby Bowden would have had 7 or 8 national championships. And yet, he never once even thought about stopping the series against us, even though a lot of years, Florida State's only loss was against us.
You know what? Remember the question that they asked him about why does he... Do you remember how he answered that question, Big Dog? You remember how... I want to answer it, but I'm gonna let you answer it because I want people to think I'm a little smart, but I'm gonna. I remember exactly.
So he never even considered it. He never even at no time that I ever see Bobby Bowden even consider canceling the series against us.
They asked him, "Why do you play Miami?" His answer was, he said, "Why you don't take Miami off the schedule?" He said, "Because if I don't beat Miami, I didn't win a national championship."
That's right. He doesn't deserve to win a national championship. That's what he said.
I'm like, people don't get it. Why do you respect Florida State so much? But because that's why. And then the one thing I do hate, and I say this with you on, and you're Cuban, right? And I say this with you on, and I say it all the time. They need to put a real Seminole. They need to put a real Native American on that horse. That guy who rides that horse every day gets a scholarship, gets a full ride. So that full ride needs to go to a Native American, not to a white person.
I agree. They should put a real Seminole on there. I hadn't thought about that, but you're right.
I always said that.
You're right. They should.
Always said. That's why anytime you hear me say get Daniel Boone off that horse, that's what I mean. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
If you're going to give that Scott...
And there's another thing too about FSU. I grew up, you know, when I first started watching football and playing football, it was like early 70s. And back then, obviously, it was before ESPN, and we only had 3 channels. And I used to watch the Bobby Bowden show on Sunday morning because it was the funniest thing. Because the least thing he would do is talk about football. Because somebody would make a play, and he'd talk about the kid, and then he'd talk about when he went over to his mama's house, and the mom made him rhubarb pie, and she makes the best rhubarb pie in all of Polk County, and he'd go into these down home like country stories and stuff about their mamas and their daddies, and I mean you couldn't help but like Bobby Bowden.
I love Bobby.
With Bimbo Fisher, it's a whole different ballgame because Bimbo I can't stand.
Well, he was just about
Bobby
himself.
Bowden, I respect him to this day.
He was about himself all day, all the time. So I'm about to get. You
yeah.
guys are about to come on in about 17 minutes. I'm getting all Big Dog. Great honor to be on tonight, man. Tell your son to send me that so I can come on over there. I might have a little bit intoxicated, but I'm still good enough to go on with no. I'm not cursing.
I know
I'm not
I know
cursing.
you. I'll have him text you the number.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man.
You got it. So
big love you, big bro.
And much love and respect to you. I know that you were deferential to the gentleman that you had on before, but you're an OG also, and we always appreciate all the help that you've given us. I hope you know that.
Man, I appreciate you, Big Dog. Thank you so much. Y'all help me grow too. People don't realize y'all have helped me grow too, man. It's just a family thing, man. It's a family thing. Now I just gotta get my damn laptop.
That's what it is. So we'll talk at you a little while.
All right, love you, my brother. You be good.
Love you back, brother. Bye.
Hey, man, listen. Great win today. Thank you guys so much in the chat for sticking with me this season. Kane, I can't pronounce it. Kane Tick 5. It wasn't meant to be directed as derogatory towards you. What you said to me when you said it, because you have to realize either it was the timing of your comment or it was either the timing of your comment or how you said it. Because all about U83 and my whole family has went through that hurricane in Panama City. And when he said it's tough down here, as soon as he said that, a couple seconds later, your text came up. It's tough everywhere. And that kind of resonated with me. So if you didn't mean anything by that, I apologize. All right. If you weren't talking to him, I totally apologize. But that's where I got that from. I don't want to disrespect anybody in the chat. I love all you guys. But, my brother, family members, everybody lost almost everything down there. Including all about you. He lost everything. So, also, it's been a rough year for me. But it's also been a great year for me. So it's been both. I love you guys. I'm going to keep pushing. Miss K always makes sure I'm okay, so I'm good. They called our players convicts. And you know what I said? I said, if you want to say Catholics versus convicts, we're going to say convicts versus pedophiles. How many Catholic priests miss me? I hate Notre Dame with a passion. I'm going to put my PayPal in the chat one more time. I'm dead serious. Because I need to get my laptop. I don't think I've got one donation. I'm going to check my PayPal. Also, there are different spots. Man, I tell people, if you was to donate $4 a month to my PayPal, that would go a long way. I would never ask for donations. I'm not even going to show that one. And I don't hate FSU. Well, I'll show it. I'll show it because I'm not going I don't hate FSU because they play us every year. They didn't have to play us, and if we wouldn't have 5 national championships without FSU. So I just didn't like the FSU. That's what I didn't like. But nah, I respect FSU. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. And we are a growing team. We're a team that's gonna be very successful. And I'm enjoying the last 2 weeks. Even though last week was a little bit. Y'all see my tablet keep bumping in and out. I gotta get my laptop fixed. So I did put my PayPal back in the How do I keep getting all these dislikes? How do I keep? Where the haters at? Why do I? I mean, I know you click in to watch, but you hate me that much? Goodness gracious, if you hate me that much, don't even click onto the video. Don't click onto the video. Goodness gracious. So, it is what it is, man. Love you guys. I'm about to finish my Patron. It's only shot that I've had all night. Sit back, eat me a sub, and watch some more games, man. Love you guys, man. I'm out. Check out Drinking the Big Dog in 10 minutes. I'm out.